Hey there, gorgeous, and a very happy Drugstore December to you. Happy last day of Drugstore December, and a very happy new year to you. Happy 2022. In this video, I'm sharing some new makeup that I have been testing out very recently. I'll show you the up-close applications as well as wear test in a speed review kind of style, and I'll let you know if there's anything here worth trying or not. I want to start by sharing the product that I'm wearing on my cheeks and my lips today because it's one of those multi-purpose kinds of products, and I just love this stuff. I'm so glad I discovered this brand. This is from Undone Beauty. It's the Lip to Cheek palette. It's a 3-in-1 color cream. The shade that I'm showing you here is Flare. It is really rich in pigment. Like you can see there, I had to apply a little amount and then really blend it into the skin. But the results are so angelic. It looks beautiful. I mean, my gosh, it's one of the best cream products I have used in a while. And even though it was really vibrant on my face, I was a little concerned as to how it was going to look on my lips. I love it on my lips. I did apply it over a lip mask that I have been using that I will talk about here in a few minutes, and it sheared it out a little bit so it's not as intense as it was on my cheeks, but it's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. New favorite. Love it. If you see it and you want to try it, highly recommend that you do. Another product I have been testing out that is along the same lines as that, I'll just mention it since we're talking about cream blushes here, is from Colourpop. This is their Cheek Dew Serum Blush. The shade that I'm showing you here is Hotline. This is another one that blends into the skin seamlessly. Gorgeous glow. It does not fade, by the way. It stays true all day long. Very light wash of color. Absolutely beautiful effect. I'm telling you, I have tried so many amazing cream blushes as of late. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I can't get enough. I love them. LA Girl came out with an entire line of lip oils. This is a product that I can get behind and really appreciate because I've kind of gotten away from wearing lipsticks so much. I tend to wear more glosses now, chapsticks, tinted balms, that type of thing. That's what I've really been loving. And these are amazing. So they have different, I don't know if you would call them flavors, but they are named with flavor names. They do smell like the flavor that they are named after. So for instance, they have watermelon, they have strawberry, vanilla, cherry, and grapefruit. And it's a pleasant scent. It's not overpowering and it's really light, and the lip oil formula is really nice too. It is rather thick, so you don't need much when you are applying it, but you can feel the hydration that it provides to your lips, and it lasts a pretty good amount of time on the lips too because it is more of a heavier formula. I have thoroughly enjoyed these. They don't really taste like much. I mean, like if you get them in your mouth, it's not unpleasant. I wouldn't recommend eating them, but you know, to each their own. Now with that collection, they also included this lip mask. It's a leave-on overnight lip treatment, and this is really great stuff. I have been enjoying it at night. I've also been enjoying my Laneige. I said it right. I know a lot of people corrected me when I said it in the first video. I'm human, what can I say? But I've been enjoying this in conjunction with the Laneige lip mask, and between the two of them, love it, love it, love it. And you really can't tell a difference, honestly. And it does great things for your lips by the morning when you wake up. Really, if you've been looking for an affordable option compared to the Laneige lip mask, I think you'd really enjoy this one. Coconut, that was the other one I forgot to mention. They have a coconut scent too, which I don't really care for coconut, but if you like coconut, I think you'd really enjoy that one. I want to share with you the most awesome, innovative eyeshadow palette I have ever seen. I mean, this came to me as PR, and this is a company I've talked about in the past. They're not a very well-known company, but they do make cosmetics that are off the beaten path, that are like nothing out there on the market. And this one really just wowed me. It's not drugstore priced, but it's so... okay, let me just show it to you. This is from Base Blue Cosmetics, and they did this palette based off of the girl with the pearl earring, that painting. Look at this. Instead of creating blocks of eyeshadows, as most eyeshadow palettes do, they created the palette to look like her face. It's so innovative. I love this concept and this idea. I will tell you is that it's a little difficult to use some of the eyeshadows because of the way that they are laid out here. Specifically, the one on her collar right here, this one, this small strip, it's an iridescent silver, and I used it in the up close tutorial that I'm showing you with this palette. It's a little hard to get this eyeshadow to be picked up by the brush, and it was a harder eyeshadow to apply. Other than that one, the formula with the other eyeshadows in this palette are amazing. And for the most part, pretty good quality palette. I mean, I just love it for the aesthetic alone. I think it's just, when I see stuff like this, I get really excited because we need more innovation in this industry. Everybody's doing the same thing, you know, it's like, do something different, please. I've been getting some questions on this product and I had picked it up before anybody asked me about it. So I'm actually ahead of the curve. Who knew? Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Perfector 4-in-1 Whipped Matte Makeup. The shade that I'm showing you here, by the way, is Fair Light. On the box, they say this is a primer, a concealer, a powder, and a BB cream. So it's everything. You don't need any products, you just need this. I can confirm to you it truly is, and I'm hoping it comes across in the up-close example here. It corrected every flaw on my skin, and it did look semi-matte on final application. I did not set it with powder, by the way, at all. It's one of the first products I've ever used where I didn't put any powder over the top because I didn't feel like I needed to. And you want to know the best part? The best part? The best part. This is what it looked like at the end of the day. This is after wearing it for 10 hours. My face looked amazing. I mean, I did have a dewiness, but it wasn't like some of these things that I wear on my face. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, the oil just comes right on through like a doggone oil slick. This looked beautiful. And everything stayed in place where I had applied it. For Maybelline, I mean, Maybelline, we just haven't had much success with me when it comes to your face products lately, but this one really impressed me and I love it. So if you've been interested in it, I would highly recommend looking into it. I don't know how it will work on those with a more drier complexion because it does have a matte finish to it. Try it out. Let me know what you think. Or if you have dry skin and you've tried it, let me know your thoughts on this. But as far as from an oily girl perspective, I loved it. Kiko. All right. This is a water eyeshadow. So it's an eyeshadow that is meant to be mixed with water. They also say that you can apply it dry. The shade that I'm showing you here is number 201. When I tried to apply it dry, I did not get much color payoff with it, and I found it to be a little hard to apply dry. But the second that I spritzed my brush with a setting spray and applied it that way, then I got instant color on my eyes, and it was really easy to apply. So when they tell you that you can use these eyeshadows dry or wet, I'd have to disagree with that statement and say only wet, but when you do use them like that, they are absolutely beautiful. They do last all day. I did not have any issues with creasing, falling apart, cracking, nothing like that. So in terms of it being a great wet eyeshadow, absolutely do recommend checking these out. LA Girl also came out with these liquid eyeshadows. They're called Dream Glitter. There are several different shades to choose from in this line. I tested out a few of these and they tell you that they dry down and they don't transfer and they don't move. I didn't have that experience with them, and I used them over the top of an eyeshadow primer, by the way. I had a lot of transfer and a lot of movement with these. They did not stay put where I placed them, and they wore pretty badly throughout the day. I wasn't too happy with them, and I've tried liquid eyeshadows from the e.l.f. brand that have been 10 times better. So sadly, I don't recommend trying these if you're looking for something that stays put, especially if you have hooded eyes. I think you would really struggle with these. They weren't what I had expected them to be, unfortunately. Revlon! Revlon came out with a new concealer. This is their Color Stay Skin Awaken 24-hour 5-in-1 concealer. Shade that I'm showing you here is number 3, Cool Ivory. 5-in-1, what are they saying here? Okay, so these are the 5 things that it's supposed to do. Erase, perfect, brighten, hydrate, and refresh. The initial application was stunning. It covered everything perfectly. You can see the difference from one eye to the next on the application here, and the results were beautiful. I did set this with a powder. I think it was the Coty Airspun translucent powder on the day that I tested it here. By the end of the day, I was just floored. I love it. I love it. My under eye area looked gorgeous. No creasing, no separation. Everything remained intact. And that's at the end of 10 hours. By the way, I tested it alongside the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1 that I talked about earlier. Great. Amazing. I can't even tell you how happy I am when I find face products that actually work and do what they say they're going to do. If you've been curious about this one, try it. I think you would really, really love it. Last products I have to share with you in this video are from Wet n Wild. They came out with these Cloud Pout Marshmallow Lip Mousse lippy sticks. So many colors to choose from in here. This is what kind of disappointed me about the formula is I found some of them were really good, others were a little dried out, and it's hit and miss all throughout this line. So I don't know if it's that way among all of them, but at least in the ones I received, that's what I experienced. The application is really nice when you get a good one. It looks beautiful. It's very smooth on the lips. It lasts for about, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 hours before reapplication is needed. Reapplication is really easy. The results are nice. I just don't know if the quality is going to be consistent among every single lipstick within this line. So let me know your thoughts if you've had the opportunity to try them out. I would love to hear what your experience has been. You never know sometimes. By the way, if you've been curious about what's on my eyes today, I do have an old tutorial of this look. It's one of my favorites. I haven't worn it in a while. Really easy to do. It uses one of my most favorite NYX eyeshadows, the one in the shade Mermaid. It's gorgeous. And apparently it's a little camera shy. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Let me know your thoughts on these products below. I'll try to have them listed and linked below also. I want to wish you a beautifully blessed 2022. I am probably going to be taking a little bit of time off, maybe the first week of January. And then when I come back, I will be doing my regular annual Pantone Color of the Year video. Have you seen the Pantone Color of the Year for 2022? Ha! It's purple! I don't need to tell you anything else. That's it. So I'm really excited to be putting that video together for you. Looking forward to another year with you. I'm really excited for this next year and all that it holds. I'm so excited. So yeah, anyway. I hope you have a beautifully blessed weekend ahead, and I look forward to seeing you again in the new year.